Now, LaSalle Hallam's, Raekwon Brown, Rasan Edwards, Latavian Lawrence, and Davion Everett to start in the game for them. So we are just about ready for this one to get underway as both teams come onto the court. Jevin Munoz holding on to the game ball right now. He gives it back to the official. Raekwon Gary and Ray Somerville for the opening tip. And Somerville controls it, back to Cameron Stitt. Stitt gives it off to Corey Perkins. Perkins left-handed dribble to the left side. Looks inside, gives it off to Munoz. Devin Munoz goes inside to Somerville. Somerville backs into the paint. Now sends it out to Stitt, over to Robinson, down in the corner to Perkins. Works up along the baseline, gets underneath, but a whistle blows before he can get in there. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Corey Perkins called for the foul as he was working in. Had to be a charge. Turnover to South Carolina State. Hornets in white uniforms, the pale blue numerals and lettering in red. South Carolina State in dark blue, white trim, and white letters. LaSalle Hallam's goes up, gets the first basket of the game with a layup off the glass. 2-0 lead for South Carolina State. Hornets shot missing. Rebound grabbed by South Carolina State. Davion Everett on the rebound. Now he hands it off down on the other end to Rasan Edwards. Hornets take it away. Munoz works down court. Layup, good. Jevin Munoz just worked himself through the traffic and tied the game. Bulldogs bring it down. Rasan Edwards, center court. They'll work to the left side to Rakeem Gary. And they lose the ball down there. The Hornets get it. Corey Perkins passes it off. Martez Robinson, his shot is rejected, and the Bulldogs get the ball back. Robinson thought he had the layup there. They got a hand on it and stopped him. Now Bulldogs moving it around. It's Everett. Trying to pass it on the left side. Nobody open there. Has to give to Raekwon Brown. And now out of bounds. The ball taken out of bounds by Edwards for South Carolina State. Turnover to Delaware State. Corey Perkins to bring it down now for the Hornets. Works to the right side. Looks inside as the Hornets move around. Stitt takes it top of the key. Bounces to the right side, sends it to Munoz, left side, outside the arc. Robinson down in the corner, goes inside to Somerville as it hits his hand. It's slapped away, and the Bulldogs take it down court. But Latavian Lawrence got his feet tangled up on himself. He fell down, the ball went out of bounds, and the Hornets get it. Yeah. Now Robinson for three. Martez got it. He's the shot maker for the Delaware State Hornets, leading scorer, but he was well off the mark, under double figures on Saturday. Now it's Rasan Edwards shooting for three, missing. Stitt goes up high and gets the rebound. Quickly down court, Perkins, alley-oop, mistimed it, and a bad pass to Somerville. He couldn't get the ball anywhere close to the basket. As a result, they go down to the other end. LaSalle Hallam's with a shot. He misses. It's picked up off the floor by Raekwon Brown, who puts it in for two. Hornets up 5-4. 16:37 left in the first half. Perkins sends it left side to Martez Robinson. Robinson goes back to Perkins. Perkins goes left side of the lane. Robinson in the corner now. He'll dribble up the baseline, take a 10-foot jumper, and Martez has the range today. 7-4 lead now as Rasan Edwards, being harassed by Corey Perkins, passes it off to Brown. Brown takes it to the paint, and a reverse layup on the pass for Lasound Hallams. His second basket of the game. Back to a 1-point lead, 7-6. Delaware State up. 15:50 left in the first half. Quick moves here by Rasan Edwards, almost took the ball away twice. Perkins gets two, foot was on the line. He looked over at the official and said only two. He thought he had three, but his left foot, the toes were on the line. Hornets go up 9-6 now, 3-point lead. Latavian Lawrence gives it off to Hallams. Hallams cross court to Everett. Everett sends it out to Brown. Brown with a three. And we're tied at 9 after Raquan Brown's three-pointer. 15:10 left in the first half. Munoz goes inside to Stitt. As Stitt takes the pass, he gets fouled. This is going to be on Rasan Edwards. And we get the timeout, our first media timeout of the first half. 15:06 left to play in the period. We're tied at 9 between Delaware State and South Carolina State, putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN. Coach John Hill, as the Hornets put the ball into play here. 15 minutes left in the half. Jevin Munoz on the baseline, looking for some help. Takes it out to Cameron Stitt. Stitt goes cross court. Perkins saved a bad pass from going out of bounds. He'll drive inside. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts it up and in. Two seconds on the shot clock when he put it up, and it was a short shot. Now they'll go inside underneath. Justin Wilson with 2. His first basket of the game, ties the game again at 11. Backcourt pressure by Rakeem Gary on Corey Perkins. Perkins gets away from it now. Bounce pass down on the side, stolen by Hallams. He'll gut lead pass out to Gary, and his shot is good. South Carolina State back in front, 13-11. Our second lead change of the game. Robinson takes it to Perkins on the right side. Perkins holds on to it, sends it down on the right to Cameron Stitt. Stitt looks inside, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball tipped in his hands by Davian Everett. Everett touched it last before it went out of bounds. He actually knocked it out of Stitt's hands. And the Hornets get it, but have just 5 seconds on the shot clock now. And Perkins going to be called for the double dribble as he lost his dribble and then tried to go forward with it again. I didn't see it. Somebody there wearing a striped shirt saw it. He's got the whistle. I can't do anything. 13.5 to go in the first half. South Carolina State, Rakeem Gary gives it Justin Wilson. Wilson over on the left side to Hallams. Hallams will send it on out to Everett. Everett gives it to Gary. Gary goes to the right side. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gary leans into Corey Perkins, who gets called for his second foul. I love the way in the game of basketball a player can lean into another player, and the player who's been leaned into gets called for the foul. Yeah, and that one was real borderline. Real borderline. Bulldogs inbound it, work it around, shot missing. Justin Wilson there for the follow-up and the dunk to make it 15-11. South Carolina State in front as they've gotten the lead back here, now up by 4. Martez Robinson working to the left side, driving in on the baseline. Ball slapped out of his hands. It'll be Hornets ball. A couple of South Carolina State players thought it was going to be their ball. Kyle Johnson getting ready to come in for Delaware State. Somerville will get the breather here. He gets banged around a lot inside there. He puts up with a lot. Inbound comes into Robinson. He gets it to Munoz. Munoz along the baseline. Now that time he stepped in to Justin Wilson. What we saw down here with Corey Perkins, but this time it went against the Hornets. They're going to get Robinson for the foul. Evan Munoz, rather, gets called for it. Offensive foul gives the ball back to South Carolina State. And a chance for them to increase their lead here. It's Jordan Simpson trying to work around. Dribbled the ball off his own leg, out of bounds. Hornets ball. Kyrie Staten is in the game now for Delaware State, as well as Perkins went out. Robinson goes past the defender, tried to pass it off as he got down inside the lane. And South Carolina State, a pass across to Rakeem Gary. And he was going so fast, he couldn't stop before he went out of bounds. He dribbled the ball right out the backcourt. It scared the devil out of that cameraman who was working down there. Gary trying to block an inbound pass headed for Kyrie Staten. And a foul called here. They called it on Staten. Wow. Is this a reboot of Saturday? When strange calls went against the Hornets in that one. 12:20 left in the half. Inbounded, put up, shot missed by Wilson. Hornets get the loose ball now. Robinson drives down the right side, pulls up, and his feet went out from under him as he stopped. He slid. They'll call traveling. Stopped on a dime, tried to give you 9 cents change, but instead he owes you a dime. He was just going so fast, and his weight was back a bit when he tried to stop, and as a result, the feet went out. That'll be Gary who brings the ball down for the Bulldogs. Switching from his right to his left on the dribble, now back to the right. And over on the side, shot off the glass, well off the mark for Cameron Jones. Koye Parker rebounds. Hornets miss the shot down at the other end. Staten missing, and South Carolina State gets the loose ball. Gary works it inside, shot missed. Simpson on the follow-up, missed. Kyle Johnson had the ball and had it knocked out of his hands. Fans wanted a foul called. South Carolina State with a shot that missed. I know. Now it's Robinson who will bring it past center court, send it to Staten, left side. Staten drives into the paint, passes it off, and right to Jordan Simpson of South Carolina State. Lead pass ahead to Sherman Alston, and Shaman Alston gets fouled. Let's see who's going to get this one. Okoye Parker, his first, but that's the 5th on the team, and stops the clock with 11:10 left in the first half. Media timeout coming your way. South Carolina State leading Delaware State by 4, 15-11. Putting the U in HBCU, we're HSRN. Let's see what's happening in men's action around the MEAC right now. Morgan State leading Howard 7-4. North Carolina Central leading UMES 6-4. And Norfolk State 10-0 over Coppin State right now. At the line for South Carolina State is Shaman Alston. Alston getting ready to shoot. And he hits that one. So now it's a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs, 16-11. Hornets just a little bit off tempo here. They get it inside. Kyle Johnson looked like he might have even been going for the layup, but he got fouled to stop him. So he'll go to the line as Cameron Jones gets his first foul. Kyle Johnson, 48.6% from the charity stripe on the season, but sometimes as soon as I say something like that, they go ahead and hit the shot. You heard the cash register. That meant he got it. And Kyle Johnson getting the second one to go. He's 2 for 2 here this evening, 16-13, 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs shot just inside the arc by Alston for 2, 18-13. Now we have a foul as the Hornets come down court. Latavian Lawrence got called for the foul, and as they're ready to resume play, the officials weren't ready. They wanted to check out the shot clock. Everything's ready to go now. Cameron Stitt tosses it in to Corey Perkins. Perkins goes across the center court line. Now drives to the left side. Pulls up, comes back toward the top of the key, gives it to Martez Robinson, who steps inside the foul circle and puts up a shot that's good. 3-point lead now for the Bulldogs, 18-13, with 10:20 left in the first half. Here's Alston Working inside, sends it out top of the key to Lawrence. Lawrence thought about going for a three, drove into the lane, went for a layup, missed it. He's just now getting off the floor. Now Robinson passes inside. Kyle Johnson missing the dunk, and the ball came out real strong to the outside. A couple players went up for it, and we have a foul call as there was a collision. Corey Perkins, who normally wouldn't be in there trying for a rebound, but it came out so far, he was the one who made contact, and he just got his third personal foul. And that's going to change Stan Waterman's thinking a little bit about what to do here in the first half as Perkins goes out. Muñez, Parker, Johnson, Robinson, and Somerville on the floor right now. Cameron Jones passes to the right side to Gary. Gary trying to get around Muñez. Gets blocked out. Turnaround jumper off the rim. Robinson there for the rebound. Ahead to Muñez. Muñez going through traffic, sends it out. Okoye Parker wants three. He was not on his game Saturday. If he can get hot here, it can be a different game. He comes off the bench and hits a three to tie it at 18 with 9:25 left in the half. Brown down in the left side to Edwards. Edwards tied up there. Goes out to Jones. Jones, top of the key, jumper off the back of the rim, goes up high. Martez Robinson gets it, sends it into Muñez. Good move by Robinson to get that ball and not take it out of bounds. Robinson tried to pass it ahead. Off of Cameron Jones, they're going to call a kick on Jones. Hornets keep it. Under 9 minutes to play now in the first half. South Carolina State leading 19-18. I forgot to account for a foul shot. Muñez underneath his shot, blocked. Bulldogs take it away. Justin Wilson got the loose ball. Gave it to Edwards. Edwards shoots a two. He was close to being outside. 3-point lead now for South Carolina State, 21-18. Robinson dribbling around the defender Brown. Out to Muñez, top of the key. Muñez off the rim. Parker gets the loose ball. It came way far out. Parker wants three. His just a little too strong and hit on the other side of the rim. Came down to South Carolina State. It's Brown, short jumper, good for the Bulldogs. (23-18). Now it's a 5-point lead for South Carolina State. Robinson, left side of the lane, puts it up, rolls off the rim. Johnson, Kyle Johnson's there and gets the dunk he wanted earlier. 23-20 now. It's Edwards giving it off to Gary, and a shot missed by South Carolina State. Hornets bring it down. Robinson, good dribble around the defender, steps into the foul circle and sees Kyle Johnson coming in on the baseline from the left side, and another dunk for Kyle Johnson. Great peripheral vision now. The Hornets down by one, 23-22. Edwards shooting from outside for three, off the rim. Robinson goes up for the rebound. He'll bring it all the way down, left side of the lane, off the glass and good, and the Hornets are in the lead. Martez Robinson off the mark on Saturday, but is good today. There's a shot for three, missed by Brown for South Carolina Central. Hit high off the rim and came out to Delaware State. Down to 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half. Hornets have worked back in front. Robinson goes to the top of the key, pulls up in the foul circle, sends it out to Parker. Parker right side to Johnson. Johnson grabs it away from a defender, sends it out to Parker. Parker again looking for three. Okoye Parker brings the crowd alive with a three-pointer. 27-24. Hornets up, 27-23 rather. Hornets up by 4. Gary for South Carolina State to Brown. Brown goes left side to Edwards. Back to Brown. They go inside now to Justin Wilson. His shot misses. Loose ball comes out to Gary. They'll reset, send it inside to Hallams. Hallams puts it up. He misses. It's Wilson underneath, and we have whistles to stop play. As Justin Wilson ends up on the floor. Kyle Johnson called for the foul, and that takes us to our last media timeout of the first half. 5:22 left in the period. Hornets up 27-23 over South Carolina State. Putting the U in HBCU, we are HSRN.
Why choose Del One? Del One is rooted in Delaware and here to cover you through your financial journey. From your first account, auto loan, or rewards credit card, buying a home or starting a business, investing, planning for retirement, and then enjoying it. Get what you need when you need it. Del One has you covered. Choose Del One, and let's grow together.
Calling all Hornets fans. Be sure to follow Bay Health on social media. Find us on Facebook at Bay Health, on Twitter at Bay Health DE, on Instagram at Bay Health. You can find us on TikTok and on LinkedIn. Bay Health. We're here for our Hornets.
Justin Wilson at the foul line for South Carolina State. And the student section behind us trying to distract him. His shot missing, goes up, went for his own rebound. And they're going to call a lane violation on South Carolina State. Hornets ball. See Kyrie Staten being attended to over on the bench. Looks like there's some blood on his uniform. They're working on trying to clean that off before he can re-enter the game. Corey Barnes into action for Delaware State. He did not play at all on Saturday. Now Okoye Parker gets the pass from Jevin Munoz. Back to Munoz and back to Parker on the left side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parker goes inside to Johnson. Johnson sends it out to Munoz. Munoz works into the paint, gives it back to Johnson. His layup off the glass misses, but sits there for the putback. (29-23), Hornets now go up by 6. Raquan Brown, left side, gives it to Simpson. Simpson, top of the key, goes to the right side now to Alston. Alston feeds, coming in on the baseline. The shot missing for Everett, and the Hornets grab it. Barnes will bring it down as he comes in to work that point guard spot right now with Corey Perkins sitting with 3 fouls. Stitt goes right side to Parker. Off the baseline, and it hits off the other side of the rim, comes down to the Bulldogs. It's Hallam's shooting from inside the arc for 2. 6 points for him in the first half. 4-point lead now for Delaware State, 29-25, 3:50 to go in the half. Parker cross court to Munoz. He'll move up, pull the ball down. Parker's alone on the left side. You can't leave him alone. He shoots for 3, just missed it. Yeah, South Carolina just a shade too strong as it went off the other side of the rim. Bulldogs working it now. Simpson in front of the Delaware State bench to Everett at the top of the key. Go right side to Alston. Alston goes inside to Brown. Raquan Brown with a basket to make it 29-27. And South Carolina State fighting back here. They were down by 6, now down by 2.
This is the 4-minute media timeout. Hornet fans, make some noise if you want free t-shirts.
We have a timeout here. We'll keep it right here and fill that time. For all of your automotive needs, you can trust the Duck. Fred Drake Automotive, give him a call or give them a call. I don't know if you'll talk to Fred himself, but you can talk to a lot of the good people who work there. Set your appointment, tell them what your problem is. Starts tomorrow in Baltimore, and HSRN will bring you every game from the CIAA tournament. I'll be there tomorrow morning to bring you the 10 o'clock and the 12 o'clock games, both women's games from the CIAA tournament. Hope you'll be with us on HSRN. Every bit of action from Baltimore on HSRN starting tomorrow right through the weekend and the final game in the CIAA tournament. It is that time. Can happen. Just after tonight, 3 games left for the Hornets before they go to the tournament. Saturday will be in Baltimore, game against Morgan State women and men. Next Monday, we'll be right back here in Memorial Hall. Coppin State coming in for a pair against the women and men. And then on Thursday night, March 2nd, the season finale against UMES. And we come back to action here with Martez Robinson passing to Jevin Munoz, right side now to Barnes. Barnes takes it inside to Stitt. Stitt turns around, jumper, missed, off the rim, comes down to Everett for the Bulldogs. They have a chance here to tie it or even take the lead on this possession. Cameron Jones into the paint, passes it off to Everett. No basket. They're going to call a charge on Everett.
Offensive foul number 1, Cameron Jones. His second personal, team's 4.
Everett getting the foul and the ball back to Delaware State.
Coming to game for the Bulldogs, number 5, Raquan
2:41 still to go in this first half. As Stitt sends it in to Barnes. Barnes will bring it past the logo and work to the right side. Go left side to Martez Robinson. Well outside the arc. He steps inside the arc, sends it out. Jevin Munoz thought about 3. It came out and defended that. Now Robinson left side by himself. They covered him quickly. Stepped up inside the arc and went for 2 more. 11 points in the first half for Jevin Munoz. Yeah, I said Jevin Munoz. That was Martez Robinson. Sorry. Now South Carolina State down by 4. It's Brown going to the left side to Hallams. Back in the middle to Everett. And underneath, the shot missing. Stitt with the rebound for the Hornets. Looks like Cameron Stitt's going to get a lot of minutes tonight. Brandon Stone is dressed but may not play. Stitt with a shot for 3. Off the back of the rim, it goes out of bounds. And Jordan Simpson was the last player to touch it, so the Hornets will get the ball back. Now Kyrie Staten set to come in. Corey Barnes goes off. 1:41 still to go in this first period. From Memorial Hall and Gary Lang, Coach John Hill with me. And Martez Robinson takes the inbound pass, sends it left side to Staten. And underneath, the Hornets lose the handle on it. It's taken by the Bulldogs. Hallams goes inside, passes it down in the right corner to Brown. Brown almost carried it out of bounds. And as he comes in, goes for the shot and gets fouled. It's going to be Jevin Munoz called for his second. 1:25 to go in the half. And we're going to see Raquan Brown at the foul line for South Carolina State. Transfer from UNC Asheville, where he was a Bulldog. Didn't give anything away there. Had 12 points against Delaware State back on January 23rd. And right now he's at 10 today. (31-29) now. Brown at his third college stop in his career with South Carolina State. Jevin Munoz. Yep. It's Raquan Brown who was called for it, and it's a single foul, just Brown. They didn't announce anybody else. That's all they put up on the board, Brown. They got Kyle Johnson also for his second. Now, Hornets unable to control the ball inside. It goes out of bounds off of Delaware State. Under a minute left in the first half. And a whistle now as Gary dribbles and away from the ball. This foul. This will be Kyle Johnson picking up number 3. Yep. Mentioned a moment ago, Raquan Brown, who goes back to the line. His third stop in his collegiate career as he makes the first shot fall. He started out at University of New Orleans in the 2019-20 season. Transferred to UNC Asheville, played in 3 games, and he's in his second season at South Carolina State. Missed the second shot, so the Hornets still up by 1, 31-30, with 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Kyrie Staten on the left side takes the pass, dribbles into the paint, jumper missing. Battle for the ball, it's still, and it's tipped way outside, and Jevin Munoz right in the right spot to take the ball. 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and the Hornets with the shot clock at 10 seconds. Staten now on the right side, looking inside, shot clock working, down to 4 seconds. Staten off the backboard, missing, strapped for the ball underneath. And we're going to have a jump ball, stopping the clock, 10.5 seconds left in the half, and the possession arrow points to South Carolina State, giving them a chance to take the lead before they go to the locker room if the Hornets defense can't come up with a stop. Now the Bulldogs roll the ball in as far as they can. Clock doesn't start until it's touched. There's a jumper off the rim for Gary for the Bulldogs. Munoz tried to get the ball before it could go out of bounds, and he was not able to corral it. Touched it. 2.2 seconds to go now, and South Carolina State wants a timeout. If you think you can't qualify for a mortgage, give it another thought. There's help. America's Mortgage coach John Millette can help you through the process of finding a mortgage. Give him a call, 409-9000. We'll give you that number again in case you haven't written it down over the last 4 years. 1-866-409-9000. Tonight might be the night you say, give me that phone number. I got to call this guy. Cush College, a proud supporter of HBCU sports. You can find them on the web at cushcollege.com. We got a tight one going on here in the first half. 1 point difference with 2.2 seconds to go here in the half. South Carolina State to inbound the ball. Their end of the court. They get it in cleanly. Shot by Rakeem Brown. Shot missed, but I think we had a foul. Looked like contact made by Martez Robinson. Yep. And this could put, if he hits all three, it'll put the Bulldogs up by 2. Edwards, 65.5% from the line coming into this game tonight. He'll shoot 3. He has 2 points already in this game. The first one is good. We're tied. 31 each. That one bounces around the rim and falls off. Are we going to go to the locker room tied, or will South Carolina State have the lead? We'll know now. That one's off the rim. It doesn't go. Hornets with a shot, long way down, and it's off the mark. They'll go to the locker room just the way they started the game, tied. At that point, it was 0-0. Right now, it's 31-31. Back to the studio here. Putting the U in HBCU, we are HSRN.
What is going on, you guys? I'm your host, Stefan, and welcome to Halftime, the best show in between the show. Now, many of you may not know this, but I'm a senior here at the great Delaware State University. I've been here all 4 years, and let me tell you, it has been a whirlwind. DSU is full of opportunities, family, and most importantly, fun. But honestly, my favorite thing about DSU is the students. We're such a diverse group, and there is so much talent to be found just by walking through the halls. So who better to talk to about DSU than two of our very best student leaders? Now today, I'm sitting next to Dave Hawkins and Rashad Lathern, two very impressive individuals. Serving as the president and the recording secretary, respectively, they make up one half of the Resurrection Administration. How are you both doing today?
I'm doing
Feeling pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Man. Thank you for having me.
That's awesome, that's awesome. Now, right off the bat, beyond being amazing student leaders, can you tell the audience a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, so general information, David Hawkins. I'm a financial economics major. As you all know, I am also the president. Some of the things I like to do offline, like not a lot of people really know about, I like to read. I really like to podcast. I really like to be to myself and really just sit alone in my thoughts and really get my things together. Just when you're working in a position such as president, it comes with a lot of weight. Good weight, because I'm happy about what I'm doing, but I definitely like to really spend time to myself and really just be in my shell.
Right.
Definitely. And just some general facts, my name is Rashad Lathern, as you all know. I'm currently a senior, major in mass communications with concentration in digital media, with main concentration in sports broadcasting. And some little general facts about myself, I'm on my own clothing business called Fade Clothing. And I also have my own sports podcast in the ETV, Buzz Sports Talk. And some general facts of people that know about me is like I like to listen to music. That really like brings me peace in life. Just really just words of affirmation, words like motivation to help me live my everyday life. And like every single day I wake up with a mindset I have to be 1% better every single day. Because of course you could think about the far goal, but you always got to look at the small goals first to get to that big goal. So that's the biggest thing. That's also I pile into my position as recording secretary for this year.
It's not about how you start, it's always about how you finish.
Right. Now, we are just getting into this, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Halftime.
Why choose Del One? Del One is rooted in Delaware and here to cover you through your financial journey. From your first account, auto loan, or rewards credit card, buying a home or starting a business, investing, planning for retirement, and then enjoying it. Get what you need when you need it. Del One has you covered. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
All right, y'all, we are back with more Halftime. Let's get back into it. One place I feel like I'm always sure to see you guys is a sports game. Now, I'm about to ask you a tough question, so don't hate me, but do you prefer football season or basketball season, and why?
I'm gonna have to go with basketball season, just off the energy that's in the stadium. Let's talk about the previous game against Howard. It's like the energy, the crowd, like when we like, it's a close game. It's just an energy, it's the HBCU feeling, the cheerleaders involved. Even it's like literally a different atmosphere you want to be in other than football. Football games do be heavy, but basketball is a different atmosphere. Of course, in Memorial Hall, clutch games, game winners, and it's really like a biggest atmosphere than football. So I prefer basketball, but it's much love the football team though, for sure.
Shy hit it pretty much on the nail for me. Like the football stadiums, like it'd be lit, but it's not as personal as it is like Memorial Hall. Like I ain't gonna lie, cause me and SGA, we be looking up the enemy roster's team, and we be talking crazy, like yo, you gonna miss, like you suck, like what? Like
They are gonna miss.
definitely the basketball games, man, easy.
So what made you guys want to run for SGA in the first place?
What really made me want to run for the Student Government Association was through my leadership in the Metacolor Alliance. When I joined my sophomore year, I wouldn't say that it necessarily fell into my lap because I worked for the position. But when I just saw the impact I was having over the brothers' lives on campus, really just highlighting their potential. Like there's so many people on this campus of different majors, like future billionaires, future TV hosts, future everything, you know, like everything that we could do at Delaware State University is in-house. And I just feel as though it's my goal and my duty as a leader to help you grow your wings and fly and give you that platform that you need and then move on with the next chapter in your life, you know? So when I transitioned over to SGA, I already knew what needed to be done. Just carrying with that same energy, like, yo, at the end of the day, everybody on this campus got potential, really just flexing as much of your resources as possible, because at the end of the day, we all go to a historically black college and university. Like, I really want to hit that on the nail, because students need to understand every day that they wake up on this campus, you are walking in and creating rich black history every day. So
really are.
when you're coming in here, you come in here with on top of your stuff, and then you're pursuing your degree. Yeah, the fun and all that stuff that comes and goes. That's part of the college experience. It's the best 4 years of your life, but it's all about what you make of it.
Thanks. And just to piggyback what Dave said, the main reason why I wanted to join SGA, Student Government Association, it really comes down to when I growing up, basically want to be a leader and want to leave my impact on the people, not only myself, but somebody else around me, like around my circle. And also, it also powers in by being a junior college corps secretary my junior year. And I really fell in love with the position about leaving my mark. And like I said in the beginning of the interview, the biggest thing I learned at the freshman year induction ceremony was leave your mark. How you want to leave your mark on this campus? How you want to leave your mark and your history here at DSU, because everybody can have the same 4 years. It's really about how you utilize it. Because DSU, they have the best resource that really to be successful. It's really about how you utilize it. And by being that, that really powers in my leadership skills and far as being a leader and making an impact. So that's really like my main thing, and really move all genuine intentions. Because of course, you can have a position, you can have a title, but if you don't put the work in, people are going to see through you, and they're going to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's just doing it just for the image. He's just doing it for the extra stuff. No. Really, the true leaders are really gonna put the groundwork, and really you gonna see it, and that's really the thing. It's all about moving with action, not words. And to build on that, like really quickly as well, like that's gonna reflect in like how you carry yourself as far as your campaign goes, because campaign season right around the corner, right? But it's very important that when you're going and you're campaigning, like you're true to you. You're 100% your authentic self, because if you walk around with a mask on, people are quick to call you out on that, you know. So very important about what he said, for sure.
Right. Oh, that's really good. Now, as students who have been here for a while, I'm sure you've seen so much change about the school. You know, from events to the students, like even the food in the caf is different. What are some notable things that you think have changed from your freshman year to now?
If I'm being quite honest, I feel as though like now people are a lot more connected than ever, right? Due to like social media and stuff like that. Like when I came here in 2019, social media was always present, but a lot of people were a lot more outgoing, I guess you could say.
Right, okay.
And I don't want to make it seem like I'm blaming this on the newer generation of classes that come through, because, you know, we experienced 2 years of COVID and things of that nature, and I just feel as though people are slowly starting to warm back up. But I just feel as though my freshman year, it was a lot more love felt, you know? Like every day I was meeting like 10 new people across a whole bunch of different classes, versus now you could probably like go outside and probably see a couple people out there now.
I just want to thank you guys so much for coming out to sit with me. It was great talking to you guys.
Thank you.
And I'm really happy my audience got to meet you guys, because y'all are some people need to know about, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'm your host, Stefan, and this has been Halftime.
Yes, sir.
Taste the uniqueness of our first-generation German bakery in Delhi, the new Bavarian bakery in Delhi and Dover. Authentic, original creations are made fresh from scratch every day. Enjoy one of our great pastries and signature cakes. Don't forget to bring home our house-made breads, Bavarian rye, sourdough, and fresh sandwich rolls. At our deli, choose from 14 different breads. You deserve only the best. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi and Dover.
Hey Hornets, I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, a family medicine doctor at Bay Health Family Medicine Dover and a proud Delaware State alum. As a family medicine doctor, I provide primary care for the entire family, from the newest addition to grandma and grandpa and everyone in between. I also offer OB care, including prenatal care and low-risk deliveries for moms-to-be. I'm proud to be caring for the community that raised me, and I'm especially honored to give back to my DSU family. I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee. Kimberly Holmes, stroke clinical nurse specialist at Bay Health, chair of the Delaware Stroke System of Care Committee, and board president of the Delaware American Heart and Stroke Association. I am also a proud DSU alumna. Stroke disproportionately affects African Americans. I am driven to educate my community regarding the prevention and/or control of risk factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity. I'm Kimberly Holmes, and I'm here for our Hornets.
I'm Lydell Letsom. I'm a general surgeon. I am the director of wound care for Bay Health for both its Kent and Sussex campuses. I think that the thing to rising up above is, one, changing the stigma of being scientifically and mathematically proficient as a person of color. That is both within our community and external to our community. I am currently 52 years old. I have faced that stigma every step of my career, no matter where I went. The notion that me being an African American, that I was proficient, forget excellent, that I was just proficient in science and math was always taken as an anomaly by both my cultural peers and my non-cultural peers. So I think as a culture and as a community, we have to get past that stigma that African Americans can do more than run and jump.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, President.
For South Carolina State with 12 points in the first half, his season high, 17 against Texas Tech back on December 27th. Martez Robinson pacing the scoring for Delaware State with 11. And if he can get into his typical kind of game, he will really lift this team. South Carolina State to start the second half. Jevin Munoz sends it into Corey Perkins, Cameron Stitt, Martez Robinson, and Raymond Somerville, the other players on the court right now for Delaware State as the second half begins. We're not going to see Brandon Stone tonight. He is dressed, but he is not going to play. There's a shot for three. Corey Perkins, who had to cool off for a while in that first half because he got in foul trouble, came out hot in the second half. (34-31). Hornets go in front now. Latavian Lawrence on the right side for the Bulldogs. Good feed inside to Rasan Edwards. Now they'll take it inside underneath. It's Davian Everett. And that's his first basket of the game, 34-33, as he got the easy layup. Just had to go up and kind of drop it in. He didn't dunk it. Martez Robinson takes it inside to Somerville. Somerville going over top the defender, but too strong, all the way over the basket from along the baseline. Everett now giving it off on the right side to Edwards. Edwards bounce pass inside to Lawrence. Lawrence sends it outside to Everett. Everett wants three, and Everett just put the Bulldogs back in front, 36-34. Now Munoz on the right side, takes it into Stitt. And a whistle as we have contact down along the baseline. They're going to get this one on Latavian Lawrence for South Carolina State. Somerville coming out now for Delaware State. Kyle Johnson, who had 6 points in the first half, will enter the game now for the Hornets. Johnson averaging 3.6 per game, so he's on top of it tonight. Stitt underneath goes for a layup. He gets fouled. I think this one's Everett. Nope, it's going to be Hallams. LaSalle Hallams, his first. Second Bulldog foul here of the second half. Cameron Stitt steps up to shoot some fouls for Delaware State. In the first half, Stitt, no opportunities at the line. Makes the most of that one, though. He gets the first one to go. Stitt looking to tie it here. Missed it. Bounced it around the rim, and it came out to Lawrence for the Bulldogs. Passed it immediately to Edwards, who will bring it down slowly on the right side. Yells out instructions to his teammates. The point guard setting it up. Has Lawrence come out and take a pass at the top of the key. Work it around. Give it to Brown. Now inside in the paint to Everett. Collision there. This is going to be a foul on Delaware State. Martez Robinson. That's his first. He fouled out Saturday, and that is so unlike Martez Robinson. He does not get in foul trouble, but he did on Saturday. Of course, 2 other Hornets fouled out too. Munoz getting in front of the inbound pass, couldn't take it away, but did interrupt it. It went out of bounds. Lawrence losing the ball, hustling to it was Corey Perkins, but he couldn't get it. And now a shot by South Carolina State from in front of their bench. Big air ball, and I'm surprised we haven't heard the chant from the students behind us on that one. That one went out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Hornets will get it. Whoa, that had a lot of air. That had enough air, it could have been shot down. Here's Munoz feeding inside underneath to Kyle Johnson for the easy layup. Hornets back in front, 37-36. Edwards takes it to the right side to Hallams. Hallams goes Everett just inside the arc at the top. They'll work it back around. Gary gets the Brown gets the pass. Shot from outside by Edwards, missing. They're going to call jump ball, simultaneous possession, and it will go to South Carolina State. They'll get 20 seconds back on the shot clock. Hallams to send it in for the Bulldogs. Gets it in high to Everett, who goes up, then passes it off. Gets it off to Raquan Brown, who goes 2 on that to make it 38-37. And I've already lost track of the lead changes. Here's a foul, Latavian Lawrence. Now he has 3. Davian Everett goes out. Lawrence stays in the game with 3 fouls. There's Munoz across the center court line, down to Stitt on the right side, back to Munoz. They'll clear it out to Perkins as he backs out near center court on the right. Takes it around into the middle, passes it down in the corner. Robinson, Martez has the range now. Hornets back in front. I think that's the 7th lead change. Have you been counting them? Hornets back in front, 40-38. Now the Hallams takes it inside to Brown. Brown sends it over on the right side to Lawrence. Lawrence for 3. Rolls around the rim, comes out to Munoz for the Hornets. Hornets remain in front. Now Delaware State trying to get it. Robinson tried to go in along the baseline and was not able to get a shot. Cleared it to Corey Perkins. He drove in on the baseline and got fouled. Justin Wilson getting his first foul of the game, and when we come back, Delaware State will have the ball. 15:42 left in this contest. Hornets up by 2, 40-38. Putting the U in HBCU, we're HSRN.
Taste the uniqueness of our first-generation German bakery in Delhi. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover. Authentic, original creations are made fresh from scratch every day. Enjoy one of our great pastries and signature cakes. Don't forget to bring home our house-made breads, Bavarian rye, sourdough, and fresh sandwich rolls. At our deli, choose from 14 different breads. You deserve only the best. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover.
Two, maybe more, as Martez Robinson hits another three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point lead, 43-38. Move along the baseline, driving inside underneath. Pass off to Justin Wilson. Shot missed for South Carolina State. Cameron Jones couldn't control it. Loose ball comes out to Raquan Gary. He lost it inside, and it's out of bounds. Hornets will get the ball and maybe extend that lead a little bit more. Justin Wilson will go into the backcourt and play some defense. Corey Perkins taking the inbound pass. Perkins sends it on ahead. Munoz, 1 foot on one side of the line, 1 foot on the other as he takes the pass. Now they work it down left side. Kyle Johnson, he does that every once in a while. Wants to make that strong move to the basket, but gets a step going before he puts the ball down at a dribble and gets called for traveling. Martez Robinson slapping the ball out of bounds. Bulldogs will keep it. Robinson trying to sell to the officials that Raquan Brown touched it. It was Martez. But you try, right? Always. Brown in the foul circle, sends it out. Gary with a shot for three. It's off the rim, down to the Hornets. Here's Munoz pulling up, sending it across court. Robinson, another three for Martez Robinson. Good to see him coming back after being down in single digits on Saturday and fouling out of the game. His confidence still there. Hallam's shooting for three and getting it for South Carolina State. 46-31. (46-41). Munoz now from the left side in front of the bench, missing. Johnson trying to get the shot, and he got fouled as he went up and tried for the dunk. This will be Justin Wilson getting number 2 with 13:46 left in this contest, and Kyle Johnson goes to the foul line. On January 23rd in Orangeburg, he scored just 2 points against the Bulldogs. He hits that foul shot. That gets him at 9 on this contest. He's about to go into double figures. Learned that on the Division II level at Cal State Monterey Bay, playing for the Otters in the California Collegiate Athletic Conference. Missed the second shot. 47-41, Hornets in front. Pass to the right side. Alston takes it down in the corner, tries to bring it back out. Muñez making contact, and he'll get called for that contact. That gives him 3 personals. Gary drives inside, tries for the layup, got blocked out, gets up pleading with an official. Hey, that was a foul. You know what? There wasn't even an official there to hear his plea. So Hornets had taken the ball down court, and the officials moved down with it. Corey Perkins now toward the left side, out at center court, now moves up a bit, sends it to Martez on the right side. Back to Perkins by himself, 3 feet behind the three-point line at the top of the key, off the rim, and it comes down to Jordan Simpson for the Bulldogs. He sends it down in the corner to Cameron Jones. Jones brings it back out. Bounce pass inside to Everett. Now out to Alston. His shot missing. Johnson's rebound for Delaware State. Perkins on a one-on-one break. He'll try to go around defenders. They strip him of the ball, and then it is touched last as it rolls out of bounds by Raquim Gary. Another day, another time, another official might have called the foul on it too. It comes inbounds to Perkins. Cameron Stitt wants 3. Nice one for Cameron Stitt. He had 3 points, he now has 6, and it's 50-41. Delaware State up by 9. Trying to extend that lead. South Carolina State wants a timeout. 12:22 left in the contest, and we'll stay right here with it at this point. The Little Creek Fire Company is looking for a few good people ready to make a difference in their community. And if you're that kind of person who cares about what happens in your community, cares about your neighbors, the Little Creek Fire Company wants you. Give a call. Scott Fundix waiting to hear from you at the Little Creek Fire Company, 302-362-5455. Water that replenishes you with every sip. That's B2 L29 Premium Alkaline Water. You can find them on the web, b2l29pw.com. And a program reminder, tomorrow starts the CIAA tournament in Baltimore. HSRN will bring you every game from that tournament. And I'm going to be over there doing the 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock games that started off. 2 women's games starting it off tomorrow, beginning at 10 here on HSRN. It is. Everybody's getting ready. Tournament time coming. And as we call it at HSRN, Tournamania is on the horizon. We'll be back with you with Delaware State basketball on Saturday from Baltimore. I have 3 trips to Baltimore this week that I'll be making. Morgan State hosting Delaware State in women's and men's action starting at 2 on Saturday. Working inside, it's Cameron Jones. Spin move in the paint, got it. His first basket. Okoye Parker, unusual for him, a layup attempt and it missed. Now a pass all the way down court. South Carolina State. That was a bad pass. Jordan Simpson had no chance of corralling it. pulling it in. Turnover to Delaware State. And as we get here with 11:59 left in the game, we have a media timeout. Delaware State up 50-43 over South Carolina State, putting to you an HBCU. We're HSRN.
Hey Hornets, I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, a family medicine doctor at Bay Health Family Medicine Dover, and a proud Delaware State alum. As a family medicine doctor, I provide primary care for the entire family, from the newest addition to grandma and grandpa, and everyone in between. I also offer OB care, including prenatal care and low-risk deliveries for moms to be. I'm proud to be caring for the community that raised me, and I'm especially honored to give back to my DSU family. I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Where the Hornets have a 7-point lead right now. Martez Robinson along the baseline, turnaround jumper comes up short, and the ball is tipped out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. Hornets will get the ball, and they'll put 20 seconds back on the shot clock for Delaware State, as that shot by Robinson did hit iron. And then on the inbound attempt, some contact, and they're going to call Davion Everett for a foul, as he got bouncing around in there with Cameron Stitt. Hornets will keep the players on the floor that they had out there as we came back from the break. And it comes in to Corey Perkins, who gives it to Okoye Parker. Parker, 6 points in the first half, came in and dropped a couple of threes for Delaware State. Helped at the right time. Now Parker tries to go inside, had the ball stripped away by Rasan Edwards. Edwards, lead pass ahead, it goes out of bounds. I think it was touched by Martez Robinson, breaking up the pass. Now Parker heading to the bench. Kyle Johnson back in. Just to give Johnson a bit of a breather. He's had a lot of playing time here today. Long inbound pass goes into the backcourt, taken by Raquan Brown. Brown gives it to Gary, takes the pass, sends it over to Edwards now, into the middle to Cameron Jones. Jones for three from way outside. 50-46, 4-point lead. Those threes can change a game so quickly. Corey Perkins. Now it's down to a 4-point lead. Perkins sends it to Stitt. Stitt takes it inside to Johnson, and Johnson called for traveling. Second time they've gotten him for extra feet. Now Edwards inbounds it to Gary. Gary across the logo at center court. Goes left side to Brown. Brown will take it down in the corner. Move along the baseline, coming in Cameron Jones. He goes for the layup, it misses, but he got fouled. And it's Jevin Munoz picking up number 4. That was Cameron Jones, 75.6%. foul shooting this year. The junior transfer from Jacksonville State. He played there during the 2019-20 season. Didn't play in the 20 season, COVID, and then transferred to South Carolina State for the 21-22 season. Second year for him with the Bulldogs as he hits the first foul shot. Gets his team within 3. And Jones's second shot as good as the first. From the line and from the outside the arc, 50-48. Now it's a 2-point lead for Delaware State, 10:20 to go. Perkins trying to work his way around Rasan Edwards. Lost the ball, taken away by Cameron Jones. Jones goes down. We're gonna have a foul called on Corey Perkins. That's his 4th. He had 3 early in the game and now just picked up number 4. Nope. Corey's going to go to the bench. Kyrie Staten enters. Yeah, well, isn't the point guard kind of the quarterback of the team on the floor? And in football, when things go wrong, it's usually the quarterback's fault. Now, rolled it around the rim, wouldn't go. Hornets couldn't control the rebound. It's still loose and pulled in by Gary. His shot is good for 3. And now the Bulldogs take the lead again, 51-50. Hornets gave up a 9-point lead. And the Bulldogs, a 10-point unanswered string here. Cameron Stitt from the left corner clears it back out. Out to Kyrie Staten on the left side. Staten goes forward, slipped, got rid of it to Stitt. Stitt shooting with 4 seconds left on the shot clock, missed. Kyle Johnson, turnaround, missed. Underneath, Johnson tries again and gets fouled. A sequence there that worked out for Delaware State. Oh, and that last for the Bulldogs was only a 2-point shot that I said was a 3. So we're tied at 50. 9:24 to go. Kyle Johnson up to 10 points on the game. Hornets back in front. Johnson now trying to make it a 2-point lead. He does. Down at the other end. That gives him 3. Turnover to Delaware State. Stitt inbounds it to Robinson in the backcourt. 9:15 to go. Robinson drives forward. Stitt in the left corner. Comes up. Left side of the lane. His shot blocked. Parker for 3. Missing. And flashing in there to get the rebound, it's Cameron Jones. Jones. They go on the right side to Gary. His shot for 3 missing. Parker gets the loose ball. And the Hornets come down court with it. Now Robinson works to the right side. Comes across near the top of the key. Goes into the foul circle. Left side of the lane. Underhanded shot. Well off the mark, but got fouled. And this one's going to be Justin Wilson. That's his 4th. Hornets in the bonus here. Martez Robinson, an 81% foul shooter, hitting that one, extending the Hornets' lead to 3 as he will shoot again. Robinson with a strong comeback from Saturday's performance, rolled that one around the back of the rim and it fell off. Bulldogs rebound. Hornets up by 3, 53-50. Cameron Jones working inside, making contact with Martez Robinson. Robinson was moving, so he gets called for his second foul. That's 5 on the Hornets here in the second half. Possession foul. Rasan Edwards takes the inbound pass, works to the left side, passes it down to Jones in the corner. He'll come up along the baseline, give it to Hallams. Hallams puts it up and in. Actually, Hallams passed it off to Rasan Edwards, who got the basket. Now it's 53-52 with 8 minutes to go. Robinson working left side of the foul circle. Jumper missed. Somerville tried for the rebound. He missed. Came out to Parker. Parker with a hard pass to Somerville, who was in a position where he could have gotten the dunk if he could have handled the pass. Instead, it went out of bounds, stopping the clock and taking us to a media timeout with 7:49 left in this one. You don't want to leave, because this one's going to go down to the wire if it's any indication the way through. Delaware State up by 1, 53-52. Putting to you in HBCU, we are HSRN. We should get one more media timeout. America's Mortgage Coach is ready to help you find a mortgage so you can get into that house you've always wanted. Call John Millett at 1-866-409-9000. And South Carolina State brings the ball down. It's Jones working into the lane. His shot comes up well short, and Kyle Johnson is there to grab the ball as it falls. Gravity affecting that shot. Now Martez Robinson works to the right side for the Hornets. Sends it top of the key. Parker sends it back over to Robinson on the right. Robinson drives to the right side of the foul circle. His shot missed. Looked like Kyrie Staten tried to tip it in as it came off the rim, unable to do so, and the ball ended up being touched and out of bounds off of Delaware State. Working on those second chance opportunities instead of dropping back on defense immediately. Now Latavian Lawrence with a shot missing. Contact underneath. Staten gets the loose ball. Parker gets the pass, steps up in the lane, and he got it. Parker now with 8 points on the game, but put the Hornets in front by 3, 55-52. It's Hallams on the right side with the ball for the Bulldogs. Moves forward down in front of his bench, now brings it back out toward the middle. Sends it over to Edwards. Edwards, top of the key, gives it off to Lawrence. Lawrence from outside. 1 at 3, wouldn't go. Comes down, and Martez Robinson ends up with it. Sends it to Parker in the corner. Parker goes baseline, missing, and the loose ball comes out to the Bulldogs. And crashing over the table, a Hornet player. Let's make sure he's okay. Kyrie Staten giving it every effort he could as he went crashing over the table down to our left. And the fans letting Kyrie Staten know they really like that effort. Gave it up for the team. He's okay, and that's the important part. Bulldogs come away with the ball, but a great effort. Now it's Brown sending it out to Edwards, and that pulled this crowd even more into the game. Edwards sends it left side to Jones. Jones works inside, outside on the right to Edwards. Edwards drops a 3. And we're tied at 55. Down at the other end, a whistle, and this will be a foul on Latavian Lawrence. And if I'm right, it's his 4th. 10 fouls on the Bulldogs here in this half. Okoye Parker, the best description for him, transfer from Livingstone out of the CIAA. Best description for him, he's just a pure shooter from anywhere on the floor, and he's 81% from the line on the season. Got one. The senior played 3 seasons at Livingstone before coming to Delaware State. He's from Wilmington. Came home to finish out his collegiate career with the Hornets, hitting both, getting into double figures here with 10. Now Delaware State calls a timeout with 5:47 left to play. And we mentioned the CIAA. A reminder, their tournament begins tomorrow in Baltimore. The first game is at 10 o'clock, followed up by games at 12 and 2 and 4, or somewhere close. Yeah, four games starting tomorrow in the CIAA tournament. I'm going to be there in the morning, bleary-eyed but bushy-tailed and ready to work. I'll have the 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock games as HSRN puts together their team to work every game from the CIAA tournament coming up starting tomorrow, right through the end of it, the championship game this weekend. Yeah, it is. You're going to see some good basketball. We've got the women that'll start the tournament tomorrow morning. And I think all 4 games tomorrow are women's games. And then the men will pick it up on Wednesday with a bunch of games. Teams being brought back out to the court right now. Hope you'll join us for a lot of that action as much as you can stand from the CIAA tournament. Great basketball, and last year I was over there and saw some upset games as well. Teams that thought they were going to stay the night got on the bus and went home. And that's the way it works in a tournament. As we come back, Gary Lang along with Coach John Hill at Memorial Hall. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go. South Carolina State brings the ball down court. It's Rasan Edwards passing across to Raheem Gary. Gary back over to Edwards on the left side. He's looking to pass it. He gets it off to Raquan Brown. Back to Edwards. Top of the key, about 6 feet back from the arc. They take it inside to Brown. Now, by himself from the right side, a shot by Gary is good. South Carolina State back in front now. Or we are tied at 57. They gave him 2 on that, not 3. So Gary now with 6 points on the game. Hornets missing their shot. The ball stripped out of Stitt's hand as he went up for the layup. They lead pass it down to Justin Wilson, and Wilson gets the bucket. Back in front go the Bulldogs, 59-57. We've had about 9 or 10 lead changes. Stitt coming in from outside the arc. As he comes in, he gets fouled. This will be Raquan Brown. That's just his second. That's like the 11th team foul. I think they stopped posting the number up there. Maybe that little green signal doesn't go past 10. Yeah, they're in the double bonus. Yeah. Staten, one of those good foul shooters, I was going to say, as he missed the first one, he shoots about 83% from the charity stripe. Had 19 back on January 23rd against South Carolina State. Tyree Staten looking for his first point of the night, though, on this foul shot. And the clock's not running. 4:42 to go. He hits the second shot, and the Hornets remain in front. 58-59. I'm sorry, South Carolina State in front by 1. Suddenly I'm math challenged on very simple things. Gary on the left side. Bounce pass down inside to Jones. Jones backing it into the lane and guarded by Kyle Johnson, and I think they're going to call Johnson for some contact there as Gary backed into him, but Johnson was moving, and when you're moving, they'll get you. Had just 5 points against Delaware State when they played in Orangeville back in January. This afternoon in this game, this evening, he has 7. He just missed that first shot. Okoye Parker will come in. Kyle Johnson, who just got his 4th foul, will take a breather here. Johnson, Perkins, and Munoz each have 4. So, Coach, and the shot is good for Cameron Jones, giving him 8 on the game. 60-58, 2-point lead now for the Bulldogs. A lot of time left to go here as we're down around 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Robinson, corner, 3, got it. 24 points for Martez Robinson, and if my count is accurate, that equals his season total or season high. He did that against UMES back on January 14th. Shot for 3 from down in the corner. Missing. Hornets on the steal. Parker layup, glass, got it. 63-60, Delaware State slips back in front by 3. 3.5 to go. Now it's Gary working around, driving left side of the lane, goes over top of Robinson, and he caused problems on that shot. It missed. Came out to Edwards. Edwards passes left side to Everett. Everett wants 3. Won't go. Loose ball. Everett hustles to it, sends it over to Gary. Gary's shot missing. Loose ball again. Comes out to Brown. They'll clear it out now. Cameron Jones gets it. Gives it to Gary. Gary for 3. Off the rim. And still loose ball. Martez Robinson diving for it. We're going to have the ball on the floor. Timeout called by South Carolina State. There are 3 players laying on the floor who dove for that basketball. 2 of them are Hornets, Cameron Stitt and Martez Robinson. The other is Rakeem Gary, and he is helped up. What hustle as Robinson, Olympic scoring. I'd give him 9-8 on the dive. Coach, I'm not quite sure, but I think it'll be South Carolina State ball when we come back here. I think they managed to get possession of it when they called the timeout. I was looking at the officials. I didn't see any of them give the signal for a jump ball, so I think it'll be Bulldogs ball. Cush College is a proud supporter of HBCU sports. You can find them on the web at cushcollege.com. And we're right, the Bulldogs will have the ball coming back. 19 seconds on the shot clock as Hallams looks to inbound it. Long pass into Brown. Brown gives it off to Gary. Gary drives into the paint left side to Hallams. Now bounce pass into the foul circle to Everett. He'll give it off as they work it around and try to get a good shot. It's Gary on the shot missing, and a whole bunch of people underneath. Munoz had to go low and grab it off the floor. They tried to take it away from him. He stayed calm, got it out to Martez Robinson. Robinson looking. Out near the center of the court on the right side. Now moves a bit toward the center. Driving from the middle of the court. Left side of the lane. Jumper is good. Martez Robinson, 26 on the night, if I've got it right. 65-60. Have a minute and 50 left. Nice layup. Cameron Jones to the basket. Gets it. Martez Robinson on the floor. He went down hard. And the is that Martez? Yes, it is. Insult to injury. He got called for the foul too. He's sitting up now as the trainer is out there working with him. He is. Oh, he. Yeah, a minute. Favoring that left foot ankle a bit as he goes to the bench. So now somebody else is going to have to step up. You have Okoye Parker out there. He's a pretty good shooter, isn't he? Yeah. Hornets have 2 timeouts remaining, and South Carolina State is down to their last one. If they use that, that's it for them. Cameron Jones will try to finish this off with a 3-point play as he got the basket and gets the foul shot. 11 for him today, 65-63. Corey Perkins back in now. He's got to be careful. He has 4 fouls. But they want him in there for his offensive punch. He drives through traffic, goes for the layup. The shot is blocked. And as we come down, did Perkins just reach in and commit his fifth? They got him. Nope, Cameron Stitt. Perkins thought they called it on him when he looked at the officials because he saw 2 fingers and a fist. He thought it was 0-2. It's 20. Cameron Stitt. And it's going to put Cameron Jones back at the line. Jones gets the first. It's a 1-point game now, 65-64. Jones going to try to tie it here at the line. .134 to play. Cameron Jones, second shot. Off the back of the rim and it won't go. Hornets get the rebound by Stitt. They keep the lead by 1. Now Perkins will bring it across center court, passing the logo. Work to the right side, now drive to the left side. Back to Okoye Parker, thought about going for 3, pulled it down as the defender Hallams got out there. Parker looking for an open shot. He'll work his way into the lane, turnaround jumper off the back of the rim, and it's grabbed by Gary for South Carolina State. They'll try to get the lead, and Hallams had to force a shot, couldn't get it to go. Hornets got the rebound. South Carolina State making the shot down there and taking the lead 66-65. We come down to the other end. Hornets going for the basket. Raquan Gary getting his 3rd foul. 56.4 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. The Bulldogs have slipped in front. I think we've got about 10 or 11 lead changes in this one. We've seen Parker where he has ice in his veins, though. He's not going to get rattled out there. He's a veteran. Right now, might have a delay here as Cameron Jones has a problem with his shoe. It came off. He's trying to put it back on, but the lace is knotted. He's trying to chew that knot out so he can get his shoe back on and tie it. Head coach for South Carolina State pointing that out to the officials. Yeah, it's almost like icing a kicker in football. You make him stand there too long. Parker's first shot as it goes quiet in Memorial Hall. He ties it at 66. Parker with 13 points. And now Martez Robinson back in. Kyrie Staten to the bench. And you hear the reaction from the fans here as they see Martez Robinson in the game. He has 26 points, his season high. Parker for the lead. Bounced it off the front of the rim. It went back and dropped in. 67-66. Hornets in front. 50 seconds left in the game. Gary to the right side. Looking inside, bounce pass over to Jones. Jones into the foul circle, driving into the lane. Puts it up, it's good. Cameron Jones puts his team back into the lead. 68-67. Hornets with the ball. Corey Perkins to Martez Robinson at the foul circle. Martez with a jumper. Off the rim, won't go. Loose ball and tied up. Traveling called as Justin Wilson grabbed the rebound. He fell, went down, and the official calls traveling. And Justin Wilson is grabbing his lower back. His teammates calling for the trainer. He hurt his back when he went down, and the trainer's coming in quickly. And the Dell State trainer rushing to the back. She was out there quickly. Well, they got him sitting up. And they're going to help him off the court. And for a moment, it just looked like it was going to be really ugly. And you feared for the player. Now the trainers are helping him over to an area where he can be examined. They're going to take him right into the training room here at Delaware State University and give him a very thorough examination. Not going to talk about some. Well, I believe that was the Delaware State trainer that ran to the back there. Their trainer came out to the court to the player. So, yeah, there was some quick reaction here. Now we have 15 seconds left in this game. South Carolina State leads by 1, 68-67. Delaware State with the ball. 15 seconds to try to win it. Munoz to inbound it. A lot of pushing going on there. And the Hornets will take a timeout. They didn't like what they had to try to get it in. So that will leave Delaware State with one timeout. But Corey Perkins was trying to get in position to take that inbound pass. He was just about being pushed out to Route 13, and the official right there not calling it. But a no call can be just as bad as a call. Yeah, and now they've got to try it again. They're going to have to try it again here now as the timeout is over. The 30-second timeout. Jevin Munoz standing outside, gets it into Perkins. Robinson into the paint, pulls up, can't get a shot, has to go through traffic, and he gets fouled. Martez Robinson will go to the line with a chance to at least tie the game. Now remember, when these two teams met in Orangeburg on January 23rd, that game went to overtime. Robinson with a chance to take it to overtime or maybe win it. 8.2 seconds still to play. But Martez Robinson at the line. We're still waiting to hear who the foul was called on. Damian Everett, and he only had one, so that's just his second. But this is big for Martez Robinson. Hornets has 3 men back on defense, only Jevin Munoz up at the foul lane because they want to make sure that South Carolina State, Robinson with that one. It's tied at 68. 8.2 to go. Okoye Parker now goes out. Kyrie. Kyrie Staten's going to come in, and South Carolina State is going to use their final timeout. And in a sense, just as I alluded to before, the similarity to football, when you try to ice a kicker, they're going to try to ice Martez Robinson, but I don't think the guy gets cold. Yeah. Exactly. And what Stan Waterman is doing on the other side is setting up that defense, because if he makes this shot, 8.2 left, you want to make sure they don't get down there and get a good shot too and win the game. It's tied right now, and even if Martez makes this next one, it's only a 1-point lead. A field goal can win it for South Carolina State. Right. He got it. He got it. 69-68, Hornets in front by 1. South Carolina State gets it inbounds. Brown bringing it down, trying to go through traffic. He'll drive to the basket. Contact, no call. Shot, too late. Game over. Hornets win it by 1. 69-68 over South Carolina State. Brown tried to drive in the last couple of seconds and get the layup. Hornets denied him. There was some contact, but the officials were not going to call at that point because it could have gone either way. It could have been a charge. It could have been a block. They let it go, and the Hornets were able to bounce the ball around. Nobody took possession of it. Finally, it went out to, I believe it was Raekwon Gary, but by the time he put up a shot, time had run out on the game, and Delaware State gets a big win here over South Carolina State, making the Hornets now 4-7 in conference play. South Carolina State goes to 3-9. We'll have to see when the night is over what the standings are in the MEAC and how this game might have affected them.
It's time for the alma mater. Put your right fist up.
All right, we're going to try to, if we're going to get the coach here after the alma mater. So if we can we get maybe about a 1-minute break in here, and then we'll be back and we'll see if we can talk to Coach Stan Waterman. Hornets win it here, 69-68 over South Carolina State. We'll be back in just a moment, putting the U in HBCU. We are HSRN.